Hello, my name is Minister Carpenter. I'm here in Teaneck, New Jersey, and I want to take some time to share with y'all a little bit on the light. In the past year, I've taken this picture with me across the country, and previously I was during the month of October and to December I was down in Georgia, Alabama, and South Carolina, North Carolina. And on one particular day, I took it to Summerville, South Carolina, and tried to share with some of the school system down there, and was brought to my attention rather that when President Obama gave his address to the school system down there and across the country, that it was blocked out, that none of the children in Summerville, South Carolina could hear President Obama on TV. And as I went through the communities, the black communities with this picture, it was kind of hard to talk to my brothers and sisters about this picture because they were so caught up on what had happened previously about his address to the school system being blocked out. And just to let you know that Summerville, South Carolina is predominantly white populated, and few black people there, they're just like they're back in the old days. They just flow with whatever goes on or what white people do. And I thought it just by showing them and introducing them to this picture, Touched by the Light, that it might have just lifted them up to know that it's time to move.
And is there anything that people from up north or just around the country can do to have that community down in South Carolina be more adventurous, maybe, in responding to the fact that we do have a black president of the United States?
I think that one of the things that we as black people can do and is go down and encourage them that excuse me, that they could come out of that backwoods mentality that they have, that they still move on today. We got Facebook, we got MySpace, and a lot of the young people are up on this, and we just can encourage
the young
them
people that you do speak to down there.
Well, I have a ministry, Young Men, Women, and God, and it's an outreach ministry, and we deal with young people as a whole. And I use Facebook, I use MySpace, I use Twitter, and what we do is the ministry is structured to reach out to children with HIV and AIDS, and we use young people to go into the senior citizen homes and so forth. We try to bring knowledge to the young people down in the South, the Deep South, that they don't have to be that their parents were put up on.
Because racism or segregation?
We're talking about racism. We're just talking about being belittled or looking like that they still in a state of back in when I was born, or some of the rest of us back in the early 1900s.
So you're going back down south in about a month or so, I understand.
Yes, I am.
With the same intention of talking to people about President Obama, talking to people about Touched by the Light, and also about your ministry. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I wanna go back and share. I wanna encourage them to step out, and especially in small places like we got Benson, North Carolina, which is one of the where black people act like they're sheltered because it's one of those places where the Ku Klux Klan still reigns. I have ventured through there. My family comes out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, so I tend to go down there and talk to them and try to motivate them to step out, because we're not in the 1900s anymore. We're in 2000,
right?
And we need to motivate each other that we can take our young people and not make them be so so violent with each other, but take that same violence that they have in themselves and motivate them to display that same violence education-wise.
Okay. Well, Minister Carpenter, I'd like to thank you for your time today. This is Raymond Holman Jr. I'm a documentary photographer from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I want to thank you again for being willing to be videotaped for this movement that is on its way called Touched by a Light. And the intention of this is just to spread a feeling of oneness throughout this universe, and also to help President Obama